If you're a sports photographer sitting on that baseline, you can sometimes feel like you're sitting there with 3, 4, 5 other people sometimes. There's a lot of people doing it, and lately I've tried to focus on how to differentiate myself. First thing is get up off that baseline. Everyone's sitting there. Go up in the stands, get down to a different angle, bend down lower. You don't always need to be on that baseline. Screw the baseline. I've got a thing against the baseline, but no, you still get some very good shots. It's just about changing out for yourself and also the product, because otherwise you're going to get two similar shots. One other thing that I do a lot of, and I've preached this a bit, is stand behind objects, shoot through people. I'll often shoot through people standing in front of me where they think they're in the way, but they're actually creating the frame for me, they're creating the shot for me. It's just about those type of things that you can actually use to your advantage, use your environment to spice up your shot basically. That leads into the next bit, editing. Taking the photo is only half the job. I will live and die by this, and please let me know your thoughts, but we're so spoiled these days with equipment that I'm not going to say anybody can take photos, but the cameras are amazing, and at the end of the day, if you put everything on auto, a lot of people can push that button and get a pretty cool shot. And that's not to take anything away from us as sport photographers, but I truly do use editing as a way to stand out and make my work look like my work, make 2Times Creative work look like our work. So we've got the sports presets. Please head to our website or Gumroad to check them out, but they're a base to every single photo that both Darren and I edit. So use your editing, get to know Lightroom, get to know all the tools, spend some serious time in there. I can't tell you how many times I've thought a photo was average or didn't realize it was one of my best, and it was one of my favorite shots where you get in that editing process. As recently as last week, I'll put up this on the screen now, but this Ian Clark pre-game photo, him running out, I knew this was a pretty cool shot from a lower angle. He was running directly at the camera, but you put the before and after side by side from when it comes out of the camera as the raw file to when you put some time into the edit. Like, I just think you can improve the shots so much. Like, that's drastically different in my opinion, and this was edited with our movie preset. I probably put it on at about 70%. So that's the other thing. You don't have to use it to 100% capacity. If you think the look is a bit overwhelming, dial it back again on Lightroom and edit it from there. So this Ian Clark shot is a perfect example of this. Speaking of Ian Clark, athletes. So the subjects you're taking these photos of, everybody, if you're a sports photographer and you don't want the athletes to post your photos, I'm not really sure what you're doing, but we all want to. The thing I always think about is how they're going to post them if they don't have them, if they don't see them. So my point to this is use your photography as a networking tool. So whether it's athletes, the next level is don't just take photos of the main subjects, the heroes of the story, so to speak. Take photos of everyone in that arena doing their job. Personal branding is such a big thing these days, so you never know who might want your photos, or you never know who might post your photos, and therefore their following will see them, and you just don't know where jobs or future work might come from, or future friendships. It's not always about jobs. So share those photos, take photos of everybody in the room and share them. Send those cold messages over Instagram or whatever you want to do. And I do this all the time. It doesn't hurt to inbox people and be like, hey, here are some photos from last night. If you do want to post them, go ahead. Put a line in there about tagging you, because a consistent theme in this is we want people to credit where the photos came from. So you don't know what opportunities are going to come from these situations if somebody does post your photos. So don't be afraid to send them to people, and don't be afraid to take photos of people just doing their jobs on game day, because a lot of people love photos of themselves, even if you say you don't. I think there's a bit of in every single one of us, we all want some photos of ourselves. So these are some of the things that I've been focusing on a lot recently during my shoots, during some live game photography. You can apply these to other shoots. It doesn't just have to be sport. It's a competitive game out there. You got to stand out somehow and differentiate yourself. So it's something that I'm always trying to do. If you do like these kind of tips and tricks to the trade that Darren and I are experiencing, I urge you to check out our newsletter. The link is in the description of the video below. This newsletter, it's new, it's exciting. It's designed to give yourselves value if you're a creative, a photographer, a videographer. So check that out. Check out our socials, and thanks for watching.